Hello. Thanks for agreeing to set up this interview. As you know, we only have a short amount of time, so let's go ahead and get started right away. Now, I know that you've been involved in some work on community issues.
Mhm.
Can you tell me what attracted you to the community issue that you chose at the beginning of the semester?
Yeah, of course. The community issue I chose at the beginning of the semester dealt with the use of performance enhancing and recreational drugs by college athletes. I really got interested in this topic because as a college athlete myself, I've seen how these drugs have affected athletes both on and off the field and how they've really overtaken some of the players' lives and led them to eventually drop out of school. So I really want to get this cleaned up in college athletics and see what maybe I can do to help in the near future.
Okay, thank you. Now, your materials also said that you were involved in a community issue team project that
Mhm.
focused on a call to action. Can you share with me what call to action your team put forward and why you chose that call to action?
Yeah, of course. Our call of action had to do with the use of those performance enhancing drugs. And our call of action really was not only to the student athletes, but to the peers of the student athletes. And that was to educate themselves on what these performance enhancing drugs are not only doing to them on the field, because everyone knows they're helping them getting bigger, faster, stronger, but we wanted to educate on them to them how they're affecting their sport, how they're affecting how their sport is perceived, how they're affecting how the championship is perceived if it's won by a steroid user or performance enhancing drug user. So the main thing was just education to everyone on what these performance enhancing drugs do, not just the physical but the social level of it, of the effects.
I see. Now, if I were to ask the other members of your team what they think your biggest strength is, what do you think they would say, and why do you think they would say it?
Yeah, I think if you ask my partner on this project what my biggest strength was, I believe he would say listening was my biggest strength because I feel like I listened to both to his ideas and not only listened to him and accepted them, but I helped him maybe tweak them here and there, just to maybe make it sound a little better, which I think overall helped our grade of our project be really good.
Okay, great. What for you was the most challenging thing about working with your team?
Yeah, I really didn't think there was too much challenging about this project because me and my partner got along great. We finished this in a timely manner. But if you ask me what was the most difficult, I would probably have to say figuring out who said what and when they said it. Because we had a lot of information, we both kind of came up with the same stuff that we wanted to say, but we really didn't know who was going to say what. So we kind of compromised and cut it in half. So one person said the same amount as the other person, and in the end, it worked out very good.
Thank you. Okay, last question. In 30 seconds or so, tell me what your biggest takeaway was from Com 110 this semester. What will stick with you and be useful to you?
Yeah, I learned so much in Com 110 this semester, but I think the biggest thing I learned was being prepared for your speeches. Kind of learned that you can't go out there not prepared and give the world's greatest speech. You got to prepare, and it can't just be the night before. You have to practice days in advance. You have to know what you want to say, when you want to say it, and that overall will help you become a more confident speaker. So hopefully I can use what I've learned in Com 110 in my later classes and eventually my career.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
Yeah, thank
We'll
you.
probably be in touch with you in the next few weeks or so. Take care.
Thank you. You too.